How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. We are now, I think, on like episode 20, which is pretty remarkable. Pretty damn remarkable. I appreciate everyone's support. If you are new here or if you are returning, just usual, whether it's listener or viewer, I appreciate your support. If you're watching on YouTube, please be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, man. We're getting better and better guests each time as we go, so I appreciate your support. And if you're listening on audio platforms, please make sure you hit that 5-star rating so the podcast gets spread out more and more across communities. So I appreciate everyone's support. And here we are, man. We got DJ Khem on the set. What's going on, brother?
How you doing? Good morning.
Man, I feel good, man. It's free agency Monday for the NFL. We got you on. I know Abel's feeling good. Everybody's feeling good today.
Yep.
I don't think this is necessarily come out today, but it'll probably come out tomorrow, I've already guessed. But even then, like, it's still reasonable enough. It's still close enough. So we chilling. But what's going on, man? How's life?
It's been good, I've been going to school, about to graduate in the spring.
Yeah.
Been DJing, In high school, I wasn't really a DJ. I was more of, you guys know, the unsuccessful rapper, But, I found my spot in music now, so I'm DJing, been going all over Connecticut. Moving down to Florida soon, not a lot of people know that. So moving to Florida to DJ soon.
Dude, that's sick.
So, yeah,
Are you gonna be DJing at like one of those clubs where you got like those, like sometimes one of those big artists will just pop out onto the scene, or?
Yeah, hopefully. I'm mostly going towards like the Orlando, Tampa area. So like a lot of artists bounce between there and Miami. So I'm trying to hopefully build my way up to that.
Dude, that's so sick.
Once I move down there, I gotta start all over again.
Yeah.
From where I started here.
Make a name for yourself. But hey, you know what? If you make it big, I always say this, man, because Connecticut, it's so weird, because Connecticut's like, to us, it's home, it's what we know.
Yep.
But if you look on like the scale in terms of like just on the map, it's obviously very small.
Of course.
But at the same time, the way Connecticut people work is just, you know how they work.
Yeah, it's a little. Funky.
So like, if you can make it in Connecticut, you can make it anywhere.
Of course.
That's what I think, man. Because if you're going to Florida with the just making it from Connecticut, I think you'd be all right. That's dope, though.
Of course.
So we're gonna get into the history of you, like first starting off and everything, man. But yeah, I just want to say, man, like seriously, good for you. Seriously, good for you. I've talked to a few people that have a passion, or they've started certain things. Like there's a couple people I know that have started podcasts, that have started, whether it's making music, drawing, whatever it is. I can't preach enough how great it is that people follow through with their ambitions and their wants. Because, 100%. No, seriously though, because like, imagine if, let's say, I mean he doesn't, but let's say Abel here wanted to like become like a WWE wrestler. I don't know, and he was just too scared to do it and go through with it, to at least try, to at least reach out to people, see what he can do. I mean, that's one of the worst things, to live with regret, or to
give it a go.
Or to die like wondering what if. So I think it's great to have you having the humility, because you even said it. I mean, in high school you tried being a rapper. I mean, but who didn't try and be a rapper?
Yeah, that's everyone.
Everyone tries to do it. Everyone wants to be the next Drake. Everyone, and you know what? For some people it works, for some people it doesn't, and it's very hard to do.
Yep.
But you still have the humility to say, you know what? I still want to stick with music. I still want to be a DJ, and that's fucking dope. So yeah, you brought your mixer here. So you wanna? So this is what you pretty much use at every.
Yeah, this is what I use for my DJ gigs right here.
Yeah.
I walk with it everywhere. It's pretty easy, portable. It's one of the more simpler boards. It's like they call it like a 2-channel and 4-channel mixers. It's a 2-channel, so it's kind of like simpler.
So you use it at the clubs and parties and everything.
Yeah, this is what I use for everything. Every time you see me at the club, got this.
How much does something like that cost?
So like for like a basic one like this, it's like $300, between $200 and $300.
That's not even bad. What the heck?
Yeah.
Dang.
I definitely need to upgrade, because
Really?
I'm going up.
Oh,
so like
sure.
the ones that I'm looking at now, they're like $1,500 to $2,000.
Yeah.
A little bit more expensive.
Yeah.
But,
I'm sure. Hey, I'm sure. I mean, seriously, if you guys haven't seen this guy's stories or his Instagram or anything, man, like this guy, like, hey, listen, I'm not a party person at all, really, but I know a party when I see one, man. Like this dude throws some crazy stuff, and
I try my best.
Yeah, no, and it's dope. Do you have any DJs that you've looked up to? Like, did you ever watch YouTube videos, or did you just learn on your own and just play around with it?
So my uncles, they were DJs growing up, so I always saw them like DJ, but they were like they didn't have, they had like the old school setup. We had like the CD players and stuff. It's like switch side to side.
Right.
So I kind of like got into like the feel of like listening to music and figuring out what to play from my family.
Yeah.
But then like once it came to like this right here, the mixer stuff, like these boards,
Yeah.
I had no idea what I was doing. The first time I ever got this, I have like videos. I sound horrible.
Right.
Right. So I had to like watch YouTube videos, look up like DJs that I know, like DJ Pauly D and stuff, like, you know, established DJs, and like DJ Diddy. I don't know if you guys have heard of him.
No,
like,
I don't think so.
He makes a lot of like the TikTok mixes, you know.
Yeah.
So like I looked up to them, watched like the techniques, and that's how I kind of learned how to DJ. I pretty much taught myself, you know.
Yeah, I think when it comes to creating your own content, you gotta find your own blend. Like for me, I look up to like the greats for in terms of like podcasters. Like you got, you know, everyone knows Joe Rogan. You got your Pat McAfee show. You got your Joey Diaz. There's so many people, and I can't necessarily be them. I gotta be me.
Yeah,
but
of course.
If they were successful, you gotta kind of take some of those things and learn from them and adapt. Like, you know what I mean?
You gotta be original.
Yeah. So that's sick, dude. So. I see you using that thing all the time. So, do you want to explain the little like intricacies of like how exactly one does these things? Because I know, isn't there this little slide thing on the bottom? Yeah. I see people fucking around with that all the time.
Right.
So like break this down.
All right. So basically, right, we got two turntables here. You know, this like how like I be scratching. You know, here like the wicca stuff that all these things be doing. So this right here, the scratch. These are our filters, so if I turn it down like this, like you'll get like straight bass, you know, like hard. Not
so does the sound of like the music, like let's say someone's singing, does that their voice fade away and then the bass rises up?
So like it's not like you're underwater basically.
Okay.
And then right here, it takes away the bass. You turn it the other way, the opposite way, and you have like a lot of high, so straight basically voices. So say for example, like I have like I don't know, like say I have like a Drake song, right, and I have just the beat playing. And I have like over here like some like future vocals. I could like have like the future vocals with like a whole entire another Drake beat. Like I can make a remix of a song right on the spot. Yeah. That's why I try doing like the club a lot, because like usually that's what gets people's attention. They're like, oh, like this sounds crazy, it sounds dope. Yeah. You know?
So you're a big so obviously since you're a DJ and all, and we literally right before we started just talked about the Kanye documentary. Yep. Have you like seen some of his stuff and like said holy crap, like
oh yeah, 100%.
You've taken a lot of stuff from him, would you say?
Oh yeah.
Like would you say he's like the best you've ever seen? Like who's the best you've ever seen? Or, like, do you have like a ranking, a Mount Rushmore?
For DJs or for producers?
Just like kind of both. I mean, like people that you genuinely look up to, like holy shit. Like
I definitely think that Kanye is probably one of the top 5 producers, just because of how intricate and elegant he is when it comes to making beats. Yeah. Like he's so nitpicky with how it's like he knows if something's like a quarter of a second off, like he'll go back and do the whole entire thing, you know? Yeah, right. I respect that a lot because I want, perfection as well when I'm DJing, because if I'm scratching and I'm off beat right away, I'm gonna know. I feel like that's the same way as like a lot of these other producers and DJs. Once you learn your craft and you really get into it, you know when you're messing up, you know when it's off, so you kind of got to go back, and you don't want to do that right there when you're in the club. Yeah. Because then what happens? Oh, yeah, so I see
DJs where they're like, you hear the song and it's regularly playing, and then they're going crazy on it, and then all of a sudden then that stuff comes into effect, where it's like delayed rather than it happens on the spot. So is that why they wear those headphones? Because you're hearing the stuff you're doing, and then you know that's what's gonna happen. So or like what's up with that?
Yeah, so kind of in a way. So when you wear the headphones, right? So like here, I'm gonna show you again. Right, I'm gonna just keep it off, right? Yeah. So like, see this right here? This keeps like the left and right. So like over here is playing on the speakers. If I bring it over here, then over here is playing on the speakers. Yep. Right. So this right here, this controls like the headphones. So when this is over here, if I push like this one button, I'm gonna hear everything that's going on this side. Yeah. So I can hear where I can start the song, where I can scratch it in and stuff. So that way, like when it's time for me to like bring this over, it's like right here, to like scratch it. I know where I have to start, where the song's gonna come in, where it's gonna drop, so I have the perfect mix when it comes to it. Yeah. So basically, this right here is your best friend. For me, I don't really use headphones when I mix, cause like I've been DJing for like such a long time now, and I know my music library. That like I kind of know where most of my songs like come into. And there's something called cues. Right. So like a cue is basically like you have 8 pads here, right? So each pad you can set up as like a cue, and that's like a different starting point for the song. Yeah, that's sick. You ever play that game on I have the Nintendo Switch? You ever play that game where it's like DJ? Fuck, I forget what it's called. It's like this game where you have like you get to pick like 5 different tracks, and then like you have like the discs, and like you get to fuck around with it, and make your own beat. It's kind of like
You ever play like there's Guitar Hero and then there's DJ. Don't they have a DJ Hero?
Yeah, I think there's a DJ Hero.
You ever play that?
I think I've heard it. I've never played it, but I've definitely heard of it.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I wish I played Guitar Hero. I never really played it that much. Or those games like that.
I tried to play Guitar Hero when I was a kid because my cousins had it, and I'm trying to hit the drum set.
Yeah. And
I'm not hitting it hard enough because I'm like 6 years old. I'm trying to hit it. I'm like, damn, I can't even play the game.
You know what I never really thought about much, until recently. If you would think about it, if this whole VR stuff, I know Abel has one. I don't. But if this stuff takes off, which is looking like it will, if you could actually like do like virtual DJ concerts in the sense.
Oh yeah.
Which I never even thought about. So imagine you're from home, bro, and you have nothing with you, and you're just like someone's looking at you, and you're doing this, but in like the virtual world, like you're just going absolutely crazy on the.
That'd be sick.
That'd be dope.
I know a lot of people when COVID had hit, like artists, they were doing concerts like that, like the virtual concerts. I know virtual reality stuff. You know, like. I would get into that, but, it's a big investment because you got to get the right equipment, the right camera quality and stuff to get all that going.
Right.
But I feel like that could low-key be the future if we ever get another pandemic and people need to make money, like performers and stuff.
Speaking of that, do you think that you took advantage of the time that was given when everyone had the breaks during when it started? Because you remember we were playing All-Star Team Up?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We were running 2K all the time.
Yeah, this dude knows. Me, him, Abel, and a bunch of his friends and my friends, we would all get on PlayStation, man, and we would run up All-Star Team Up, which is pretty much, it's NBA 2K, and pretty much everyone picks their own individual player, East and West, 5v5, 4v4, whatever you want to do, and you pick the best all-time player at that position. So you constantly got like LeBron, MJ, and like Penny Hardaway on one team, and like Kareem and Giannis, and then you got in the West you got like Curry, Kobe, LeBron on the Lakers or like whoever, and then Hakeem Olajuwon or whatever.
Yep. So
like we would run that up like crazy. I literally just saw a clip the other day where I had a game winner with like a second left when I was gone. I think I had shout out to Matt, your boy Matt. I had him on. He was on my team. He was LeBron because
Yep.
We be trapping.
We be trapping. Yeah,
shout out. We be trapping, man.
Yes, sir.
But we had so much fun. Seriously, like I felt like I don't think once that time passed, video games just don't feel the same anymore.
They don't. I feel like I don't play them anymore. When
we played Among Us, when we played All-Star Team Up, whatever it was, man. I felt like a kid again. Yeah. Like video games just genuinely felt like it felt exciting again.
I felt like I was in the summer again. I'm like 10 years old, 12 years old, playing with my boys all day.
I'll never forget when my mom brought home when I had an Xbox 360. She brought home the new Halo 4 game at the time, and it was like the coolest thing on it. I was so excited to play. Like every time, like whenever I get new video games, like whatever. Like this, I'm like jaded. It's like whatever. I just expect to get the next game. It's whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, other than when we did that, I mean, I know what I did on my end. Yeah. Obviously, like I started after watching.
You started something.
I set this all up. This was like my side project that I did. So what were you doing on your end to like pass the time?
So for COVID, when that thing hit, I was kind of sad because I had just started DJing the clubs. Probably a couple months before, and like I was quickly, starting to like go up. People are starting to get to know me. I was probably like 3 or 4 months in into like actually DJing the clubs. And then COVID hit, boom. I had to stop. It really stopped like my progression. Because, I'm hitting the same place, for a really long time. I can't DJ anywhere. Didn't even know what to do. And then this one party page, one of my promoters, Latucky, shout out Latucky, right? They hit me up for a DJ battle, virtual DJ battle. So it's like 8 DJs. Every week we'll go on live, you face off with a DJ, and then the public would vote on Instagram.
Oh yeah, I remember that. We were all trying to shout you out. What is your place in that?
I won it. I came in first.
I
beat every single DJ.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Good stuff.
So that was probably like the.
That's right. Yeah, we were sweating to. That's how you got a good following, man.
Yeah,
good support system.
Shout out to everyone that voted for me. I always said that. I always made videos at the end of the week, so I'll say shout out to everyone for supporting me.
Were you nervous? Were you like, oh man?
The last one I was nervous because I felt like the week before. I remember when I was DJing. I remember every single time when I DJ. I remember the week before I went sick. Everyone was going crazy about it. I was getting videos posted, and then the week to win the final, I felt like I should have played like how I played that week before.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to it's hard to live up to certain performances. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna sound crazy. I was more nervous for the like for if I were to put this in football terms, like just as a fan, I was more nervous for the Titans playoff game than I was for the Super Bowl.
For real.
Yeah, like I was more nervous for those games. It's weird because like, yeah, we lost, but like we made it to the big stage.
Yeah,
I've seen it. Now I know it can be. Whether
done.
I'm not saying it'll be next year or 5 years from now, whenever, but I know like I have a feeling I'll see it again.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Hopefully you guys see it again when like the GOAT is out of the picture.
Bro,
he's back.
No. Speaking of, bro, I'm literally enjoying my night. I have my robe on. I'm chilling. I'm feeling good, man. And all of a sudden, Abel joins the party, bro, and he goes. Oh, and because we watch Attack on Titan, this great ass show. We watch Attack on Titan, and Abel's like, "Whoa, so what'd you think?" Or like, "What do you think? What do you think?" And I'm like, "Oh, I thought the episode was okay." We already talked about it earlier, but I'm like, "Yeah, the episode, man, it was crazy, man." He was like, "No, not the episode." He was like, "Tom Brady's back," and I was like, "What?" I was like, "No way, there's no way, bro." I was so mad, and I was like, "Ma, Tom Brady's back." Fuck.
Nah, I was pissed, but I was happy at the same time because when I saw the post, so he got me in the beginning. At first time reading, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
2 months go by, I'm like, okay. Maybe he's thinking about it, but he's not coming back yet.
But bro, like a 1 month retirement, bro.
Yeah,
I thought he was
at least take like a year off.
I feel like he said he was gonna retire because the media like leaked it before he even made a decision.
Yeah.
So it kind of like made him uncomfortably. Just like, you know what? Yeah, I'm hanging it up.
Mm-hmm.
But bro, that was like a vacation. I'm retiring from talking about my decisions in the future. You should just say something like, bro,
for real.
Dude's already back. And we played the Bucks this year too. So Burrow versus Brady.
Damn, that's a good game.
That should be good as hell.
Did you see someone literally? So yesterday he dropped the news he's coming back.
Yep.
The day before that, someone auctioned off his last touchdown throw in football.
That's
for like,
embarrassing.
I think 50,000 or
so
500. Right. Yeah.
They
and the
should
person
just
bought it. And next day, I'm back. That ball's worth nothing now.
I
damn.
hope that person was rich. I mean, it's still worth something. It's a Tom Brady touchdown. And you know what? I hope if he's listening, if he sees this clip or whatever, or somebody who knows him is watching this or listening to this, I hope to God that Brady sees that and is like, he repays him somehow.
Yeah, you better reimburse him.
Yeah,
right?
So it doesn't, maybe not necessarily like the full money, because like you can't just throw free money out there. I mean, unless he was rich as hell. So I don't know, but yeah, like that. Like, do you remember when that Bucks fan got that last touchdown? From Mike Evans gave away Brady's like 500th touchdown pass or whatever.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like the fan like gave it back, and then Brady was like, he wouldn't have had to do that if Mike Evans didn't do that.
Yep.
But because he did, Brady gave him like season tickets for like the next 3 years.
He gave him like some like autograph.
He gave him like $1,000 worth of money for like their NFL store.
Mm-hmm. He gave him like 2 or 3 bitcoins too.
So I gave him a couple of bitcoins, and I think he gave him whether it's money or like some signed jerseys, helmet. Yeah. So he hooked that guy up. So hopefully, or potentially, that guy. I mean, I hope that guy was rich, man. I hope he didn't just go, "That's Tom Brady's last touchdown pass. I'm going all in."
I'm using all my life savings.
I hope to God no. So some people do that.
Some people do that. I'll be so depressed.
Yeah. No, but yeah. So you're an Eagles fan, and like I said, it's free agency Monday. So, and the next, if Abel checks his phone, I don't even know. And the next coming, even right now, we could have missed some breaking news, some potential news going on. Right? Well, it starts at 12, but like, I don't know. Some people like already start talking and stuff. I don't know. You'd be surprised. But, yeah. So, I remember back in high school when you used to, just people would see you as this like, and then this isn't a slight by any means, but people used to just see you as this like the small.
I'm glad you're breaking this.
Yeah, no,
up.
Seriously, just a
I
small.
I want to talk about
no,
this.
seriously, like this small, like.
This small, scrawny kid that was weird or whatever,
now,
or wasn't.
And now, a lot of people made fun of you are either going to your parties.
Yep.
Are either saying, "Holy shit, this guy's like making a living." Because I know sometimes you flex like how you be doing.
Yeah.
Honestly, because you also get party gigs and stuff, so you're making bank.
For me, basically, I like to be humble. Yeah. But I will flex because I like to prove to people in the past and my haters wrong, man. You know?
Yeah.
Because, going to high school for me, I have fun. I had a lot of friends, but there was also a lot of people that, were really in doubt, talking a lot of crap, a lot of people that was just like, you know, like trying to like put me down. So like for me to be able to like come out of high school, make my own name, and be like this type of person on this type of like level.
Yeah.
And then coming home, you know, like when you come home for breaks, you go to like the bar and stuff. You see all your old high school people there, right? People I don't even never talk to in high school. People that I used to like, you know, not even talk to me at all, ignore me because I guess, you know, I wasn't like cool enough for them or whatever.
Yep.
Now they want to be my friends. Oh, we've been friends for so long. Like, no, I didn't even know you in high school. You didn't even know who I was in high school. Now you want to talk to me, like, appreciate the love, but you just keep it moving, you know.
Yeah.
I appreciate the support and
good.
stuff now,
that's
but
good. That's good, man.
where were you in high school?
Yeah.
You know, when I was just like this regular person. Now I'm a DJ that a lot of people know. Come on,
it's like
you know.
it's like the classic weight loss story. Someone says I'm gonna lose weight.
Yep.
And then they don't believe you. They just think you're all talk. Then you start working out, and it's always just working out, it's whatever. 5 months later, the person loses like 80 pounds. They're cut up. They got a great diet and regimen going. Then all of a sudden, everyone's saying, "What's your plan?
Yeah.
What's your secret?
How
you
do
doing that?" And it's like, bro, maybe if you're paying attention this whole time in my journey, maybe,
it's
just
hard
maybe,
work.
you'd be fine.
Mm-hmm.
So, Abel's just pulling something on Twitter. Bills in their center agreeing to the deal. Okay, nothing crazy. Keep showing me that stuff. I like that. I like that. Huh?
Oh, I saw that.
Oh yeah, because they're in cap hell right now.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers.
But yeah, dude,
Devontae
seriously,
Adams.
bro. Like, I don't. Now, seriously, for those who listen to my podcast, for those that are just really good friends with me and just support, that's why, or that are genuine, just a fan, and you don't even know who I am as a person, man. In life, whether it's me or anybody, someone will always see you as the villain. Someone will see you as the hero. Someone will see you as an angel. Someone will see you as a devil.
100%.
Unless you're a straight up priest, not a dirty priest, but a straight up priest, like no one is gonna see you as a 100% clear cut angel,
Nope.
unless you just genuinely just are.
Everyone's gonna find faults for you.
Yeah. So, I mean, I know I've made mistakes. I know I'm not a 100% like goody two shoes by any means, but I think throughout this journey of life, man, it humbles you. It humbles you. I think so. Maybe you could apply this to yourself. I know I've applied this to myself. One time when I went to therapy, my therapist told me, she said, "I think you're favored." And I said, "What does that mean?" And she said, "It's a definition in the Bible. And if I'm correct, if you want to look it up, if I'm not too, like, I think this is as accurate as I can make it. It's pretty much means God creates certain people. If you are religious, I personally am, so I'm just trying to say, I'm not trying to like spread my religious beliefs on anybody, but it's pretty much saying, like, God tests those who he believes he wants to be like his strongest people to like spread like peace and joy amongst people, or like kind of be like the uplifter.
Yeah.
Like he brings them down so he can lift them up, and when they come back stronger, everybody around them prospers. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And she kind of saw me as one of those people because when I was telling her my story of growing up and shit that I've gone through, shit I've dealt with, she just saw. For the most part, I'm not trying to say this by any means about myself. I'm just saying like what she saw. She said she saw a good kid who went through a lot of shit, and in the sense kind of made that comeback and found himself again. And with that, he's kind of like finding peace in yourself kind of makes everyone else around you at peace in a sense.
Yeah.
Because when I wasn't myself, it was unsettling for a lot of people because I was supposed to be the guy. I enjoy being the rock for whether it's a friend group. I enjoy being
you like to be the person that
the
people
shoulder
could
to
talk
lean
to,
on.
you know, yeah.
And when I couldn't, it was like from fucking Encanto, the older sister, where she's like I can't keep holding it. No, it's corny, but it's true in a sense.
Oh, yeah.
Like you can't hold on to everybody's like emotions. You can't be perfect all the time. It's okay to like not be okay at times.
That's why I respect you so much because I remember you in high school. You were like, you know, you were more like closed. Like you didn't really, you would be there to listen to other people, but like people wouldn't be there to like really listen to you, and you wouldn't really want to open up. So like to see you like go through what you went through and to come up and see what you're doing now, being on camera, talking to people, you know, just in person and bringing like this like joy. Because I love doing this, you know. I like doing this, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone likes doing this. It probably makes people feel good about themselves, you know? So I respect it a lot to see like what you've done so far.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I definitely was more of a listener. So I had a job interview not too long ago, and they asked me, like, if it was a group project, what do you want to be? Now, it depends what the subject is.
Yeah.
But I would like to think that I I'm like the leader now.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be the person, you tell me what to do and I'll do it. And I still can be that person. But I think now I enjoy being in control.
Like self-confidence.
Yeah, no, seriously, because like I was just, I mean, back in high school, all I did was listen. I was more standoffish in terms of like just being reserved, more timid.
Yep.
I was too afraid to speak because I was afraid I'd either get made fun of or just whatever. So I just let everyone else have their limelight. And once I think what truly made me comfortable to be vulnerable or to just like be okay with talking to people, like now I'm good. When I first started, I've come like from the first episode. And it was a great episode because I had Tyler. Like, he was perfect to be, like, comfortable in a setting, in a room, and chat it up with him. Like, that was perfect. That's exactly what I needed. But even then, there's a couple people where they're not, like, the best people. Like, you're easy, good person to talk with. Mm-hmm. Some people aren't like that. You got to kind of bring it out of them.
Pull it out of them.
So, it's a little hard at times, especially, like, if you're a little camera shy. Like, I used to be. I won't say now as much. But starting off, I was still trying to find that little thing to be okay, like to be comfortable, because like right now it's just us in the room talking, but this is gonna get aired, and then it's like a bunch of people watching, and then they're talking about it, and then they're hitting you up. Like I'm sure you're gonna get some people, holy shit, you just got like interviewed, or you were just on a podcast, you were just talking to some, like what the hell? Because some people I've had on, they've had friends that put it on their story and stuff. So like it's gonna happen to you.
Yeah, that's why I want to do this with you, because I like to help people, you know, like especially like people that like I know are genuine and like are really passionate about their stuff. Like I like to like work with people like that. Yeah. Like even when it comes to like, working with other DJs too, if I know you're passionate about like your craft, you know, and you really want to do something, you're doing it for the love of the music, not for the money, you know. Right. Like you do it for the right reasons, then okay, we'll definitely work together. Like that's what I'll do with you. I was trying to be your first one, but unfortunately, you know, our schedules were...
Yeah, you're a busy guy.
Yeah, I mean...
we're here, so...
Yeah, we're here. Spring break, you know?
Yeah, spring break, shout out.
Yeah, got my vacation, so...
But, so... I would like to think that I found my confidence when I talked about skipping my high school graduation. Okay. I posted something right in the middle of COVID or whatever... And I was just in this mood, and I was like, man, like, there's a lot of people going through a lot of shit, and I'm just feeling really good. Like, seriously, I was feeling, like, bro, like, when everybody was down for the count, COVID this, COVID that, I can't believe this, I can't believe that. And listen, I had family members that were affected by COVID. I know friends whose family members have passed, and that sucks. Absolutely awful.
Of course.
You know, devastating. Deshaun Watson in the next 48 hours will meet with the Saints, Panthers, and others. Oh, okay, not too bad. Okay, thank you.
If he goes to the Saints, that is very hard.
Yeah. No, but I personally, amidst all that, was truly just in my element. Yeah. Like when I was depressed as shit, I was in this room that you're in right now, just sitting alone. Mm-hmm. Whether it's listening to music, just alone, just deep, dark thoughts, evaluating my life, kind of went into this cocoon, and now I feel like I finally am out and I'm ready to join in on the fun, you know what I mean? Because it just came to a point where I was just sick of letting the world pass me by, and I wanted to kind of grab and take control of whether it's my own destiny, whether it's just being able to have fun. If you're listening or watching right now, and there's something you want to do, there is no reason why you should be scared to do that thing, unless it is something completely awful or like completely just like don't go out and fucking shoot somebody. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. But if you wanna try out for a movie role, a play, you wanna try and paint something and sell it, do it. Seriously, who gives a shit? Because let me tell you something. I post stuff on my story all the time, and I think about what will people think. First of all, I got rid of comments, so that helps. Yep. Some people think that it is a negative. It's actually
it's a positive.
It's a positive because it lets you be comfortable. Well, I'm willing to take criticism and stuff. Like if people want to hit me up, they can still hit me up. Yep. People know what my Instagram is. You can find it in the bio, all that stuff. But I took comments off my stories, but then I still put it on. You know what the funny part is? While you're stressing all that much, you know what me or Kiwi or Abel or anybody else will do? To look at it. Oh, okay. Next post. Oh, yep. Okay. And forget about it 30 seconds later. Nobody's going to remember you wearing a really nice outfit. Nobody's going to remember that Kiwi was wearing this outfit.
Nope.
Tomorrow or a year from now. Nobody. Whether you're comfortable or not comfortable.
Of course.
Nobody's going to remember it. Nobody cares.
Things
And
will, like,
that's a good
just like
thing.
that.
That's a good thing. And so if you think like that, then you'll be able to live life a little more comfortable and a little more freely.
Yep.
So I remember posting on my Instagram just a little IGTV story of me saying, like, man, I went through a lot of shit. And I'm glad I went through all that shit. Like, I feel good right now. I love life now. Like, I used to not like my life, and now I love it. I've taken back control of whatever it is I want to do. And I suggest, like, you all, like, spread the love. Like, you all feel the same, man, because, like, we're all in this together. Seriously.
Yep.
Obviously, hey, we're not trying to get political in here by any means. We never will try and do that. But when the whole election stuff or whatever was going on, and you see how people can be so negative towards one another.
Yeah, a lot of people stop talking to each other just because of the debate between the two people.
So negative. You see how and at the end of the day, we're all people.
Yep.
We're all people. And it's crazy how there's certain areas of the world that's still a little more stuck in the past. Mm-hmm. There's certain places in the world that are way farther ahead than we are. We say that we're the best country in the world, and hey, like I love my homeland. We love where we live.
Yeah.
But you know, we see all the shit that's going on. All these gas prices.
Yeah.
Kidding
me?
I
just spent $75 to fill my damn tank. And I drive a Honda.
Crazy.
I drive a Honda.
How much did it used to cost to fill up?
It used to cost me like $40.
It used to cost me like 20.
50.
I paid 50 the other day. I was devastated. I was devastated. But it's just that we do love where we live, man. We love this country, and it's crazy because like what makes us unique is we have so many different types of people. And I was talking with Abel literally last night because Abel, you're what, Christian Orthodox, right? Yeah. And I was trying to find like what are the exceptions for a Christian Orthodox to be with like another person or another. And it's crazy how like certain religions or certain people like that, it's like it's one way and it just has to be this way. Like that's just how it is. And I'm not saying like to fault that religion. I'm not like hey, whatever. Everyone's happy. Just like, it's just like it's crazy how certain people are like in this one. Like dimension, one path.
Like you have to be in this one path.
Yeah. So, you know, I wish the best for everybody, man. Like I don't. I used to definitely be better. I used to be better. Like in high school, when there was people I didn't like and bad things would happen to them, like I was the person that good. Like fuck them. Now, listen, whether I like them or don't like them, if shit happens, shit happens. Like I don't.
You don't wish bad on no one.
No. You know, you just take it one day at a time, and you got to worry about yourself. That's the only way you can truly start living. Is one. You just understand, okay, I have one life. Yep. And I need to take the full advantage of.
You need to take control. You need to take 100% the faults, the advantages.
We don't know what's gonna happen when we we don't know what's gonna happen when we die. Abel knows. I know. Did it cut off? Yeah. No, just keep going. Just close it, because I'm just gonna do the thing that I did last time. For now, don't worry about it. What you call it? Faith. Faith. They call it the mystery of faith. Okay. It's faith for a reason. You have your Big Bang theories. You have reincarnation. You got this. Whatever it is you want to call it. I mean, for me, it's God. I found my peace with that's what I believe. That's my greater cause, greater belief. So, even then, it's not guaranteed. Yep. I mean, as much as I want to believe it is,
of course.
And even then, you have to earn your way to even get that. Mm-hmm. That way into
even going back to that point where we brought about you being happy and stuff. Like for me, honestly, obviously I look like I'm a happy person.
If you want to pull it up again, you can. If you want to start doing it again, go ahead.
But yeah, even though I look like I'm a happy person, right? You know, throughout the whole entire time, even throughout high school, college and stuff, I always look like I was happy. But honestly, deep down, up until probably a couple of months ago, right, I wasn't really happy. I would just put on the persona, oh, I'm happy, but inside, it was just all draining because I don't know. It was just really hard for me.
All right, that's fine.
It was just really hard for me to just find my happiness. Until a couple months ago, even DJing, yes, I love DJing. When I'm there in this stand doing my thing, I feel I'm on top of the world, you know. Yeah. But still, inside in my head, I was mentally not there still. Up until last year, the end of last year, it got really bad. I stopped DJing probably for 2 months. You know, I was inside in my room. I was just sleeping all day, doing work. That's it. You know, and then. I don't know, something changed. I found happiness, and now I'm this is the best version of myself I've ever been. Right. That's what I think. Even a lot of people say they've never seen me this happy. Yeah. And that's because I'm genuinely happy now. I'm not putting on this false persona of.
And the thing is whether it's you being successful at whatever it is you do, but that's me starting this. I will never claim to be perfect. I will never claim to be better than anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a person doing what they love.
100%.
That's all it is. I know it seems like I'm a person who has a platform, has a voice, and I'm like representing a group of people or whatever. I'm just a person doing what I want to do. If you're listening, you want to do a podcast, start a podcast.
You want to be a DJ? Become a DJ. Hit me up.
Be a DJ. Yeah, seriously, like, bro. Like, and I would be willing to help. That's the thing. I'm in a place where I still got time to like offer advice, offer some things, and I'm still learning. I got people telling me your intro's too long, and I agree. I'm like, fuck yeah, and I'm gonna try and work that out. I got people that say, oh, try and incorporate this, try and incorporate that, and I'm like, I agree. I'm trying to figure it out because I also edit my stuff, and it's been a bitch of a process. I use Final Cut Pro, and I'm on this like it was like a 200-day free trial. That trial ends in like a little over a week. So then I also have Adobe Premiere, which is also a great editing thing. I'm probably gonna use that. But then I gotta like earn the money back, or like, cause I'm in college right now, so I pay for it. So like, then I gotta like budget my money right, so I can like get Final Cut back if I want it. See what I mean? So there's it's roadblock after another. We take it one day at a time.
You know, it happens. But once you get through all them roadblocks, you're rolling. Once you're rolling, you're going.
Right. Yeah, man. It's been great to see your journey up to this point.
Thank you.
Is there anything more that you wanted to chop up before we get you out of here? Is there anything that you want to address? Because we could go for a lot longer. I just want to make sure that we don't leave anything off the table.
Okay. I mean, you know, I've been pretty good. You know, I love my DJing. You know, I love to DJ here. I wish I could stay here and DJ longer, but with Connecticut, not to diss Connecticut, I love Connecticut. You know,
because you could get a lot more.
It's hard to get support in this state. I think a lot of people agree with that. You know,
right?
But because like it's a lot of fake energy.
Right.
That's what I think. You know, even though there's people that are supporting you, there's still always that fake energy because you do one bad thing or like one wrong thing, right away, like, you know, they don't care, or like you know, they just write you off or something. You know,
yeah.
Then we know the full story. But, you know, right now I'm taking, like, the back seat of, like, DJing. I'm kind of calming down for these next couple of months because I already have everything in order for me to move to Florida. I'm moving to Florida in August.
Right.
So, like, I'm just, like, trying to, you know, just, like, calm it down. I'm DJing when I can. I'm not really stressed and trying to get booked every single day, every single weekend anymore, like how I was before. So I'm just, like, trying to make time because once I move to Florida, I'm most likely not coming back to Connecticut, you know?
Yeah.
Unless, like, for some reason out there it's really a struggle and I have to come back home. But
my brother tells me all the time, he says, because right now he lives in Kansas, and he says, man, I got my life figured out, man. He's like, look, why should I have to come back to you, like everyone here? Why can't people just come see me over here? You know what I mean? Like once I'm here, why is it that I have to be the one to go all over here? Even if people are here, why can't some people take the time to go all the way to me? Like, why does it have to be the other way around? Why is it that now all of a sudden, once I'm doing my own thing, that everybody and their mother wants to see me again? Like, it wasn't like that before, right? So it's like, what is my presence here doing for you? It's you got to figure that out for you. I'm not like the catalyst for that. That's what he was telling me the other day, and I agree.
Yeah,
I agree, man. Once you find, it's like you ever seen it with the other guys, Will Ferrell, Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Where he's like, yo, I'm a peacock. I gotta let me fly. Like, even though they don't fly, but like.
I agree with that.
No, but seriously,
right
but if
right
you feel
you
like you need to break out of your shell, like you need to, like you feel like there's more there's more than just Connecticut.
Yeah,
there's more to this.
I feel like you just need a new beginning. Honestly. You need a new start.
And for me, I go to CCSU. Shout out CCSU. Love CCSU.
I go to SCSU.
Yeah, he goes to Southern. I go to Central. And look, man, I've loved it, and it feels like a new chapter for me. It feels like I've reinvented myself.
Yep.
And because I took a gap year, technically we'd be graduating the same year because we graduated in high school together.
Yeah.
But because I took a gap year, I'm technically a year behind.
Perfectly fine. So people need it, you know. There's nothing wrong with that.
I gave a public speech the other day about a gap year and the whole thing of like what it takes to successfully go through a gap year, like what I learned, like the pros and more pros than cons. There wasn't really any cons, but even so, let's say you were in a third year like me, and you never took a gap year, and you're like, oh my god, I feel so overwhelmed right now. I need to pause the brakes.
Yeah.
So I had to pause the brakes. It's okay.
I almost did.
Yeah, and NFL athletes, NFL players all the time, they will literally in the third year of college go to pro And then you see them once they retire, they go back and get their degree.
Yeah, I think
It's
who
okay.
was it? I think Shaq went back and got his degree after
Bro,
he was
he's
done
a
playing
doctor.
basketball.
I think he's a
Yeah.
doctor. He's a doctor.
He's also a DJ too.
He's a DJ. He's a doctor. I think he's a cop, and he's a firefighter. I think he's like all four.
Yep.
The dude can do it all, and he's in every commercial that you can imagine.
Hey, he found multiple ways. That's the way to be successful
amazing.
in life. Multiple ways of income, honestly. If you
Oh,
want to
yeah.
be a wealthy person,
Oh yeah.
multiple ways of income. Because for me, when I was DJing last year, I had my income of DJing. I was working at Amazon.
Yep.
I was also doing investments and I was doing stocks as well, you know.
Right.
So I had multiple incomes and I had honestly, like, you know, I'm not gonna say how much, but I saw the most money I've ever seen before. But then, you know, once things really got hectic with my DJ schedule, I couldn't really work at Amazon anymore. So I had to leave that job. The stock market completely crashed, you know. So like kind of, you know, pulled my stocks out. They didn't really get back into it. I'm starting to get back into it now. So like,
Yeah.
you know, I would say if you want to become wealthy and successful in this, I mean, not successful, I'm not going to say that. If you want to become wealthy in this world, you definitely need multiple ways of income, you know, because I know everyone wants the money, you know, everyone wants to be a billionaire or a millionaire or whatever.
Right.
For me, I don't really need all that. I just like to live comfortable.
Yeah, I agree.
I thought originally when I started DJing, I said, you know what? This is the reason, this is how I'm going to become a millionaire from doing something I love, you know. But now I really don't even care about the money. I'm fine with, I became content with living a normal middle class life, you know, like having a normal sized house with a family, doing a 9 to 5 or you're investing or whatever, you know, using my degree and stuff. Because originally I did not want to use my degree at all. I was just going to college
Right.
to please my parents, you know, typical parents, right? Oh, you got to go to degree, you got to go to college, we need to make these sacrifices, right?
Yep.
So eventually, I think it was like probably, honestly, it was the beginning of this year. I don't know, something clicked and I was like, you know what? If I can DJ and work this 9 to 5 with my degree at the same time, I can invest in these businesses that I want to invest in within the next 10 years
Right.
at a quicker rate. So like now I'm doing this college thing for me. Like I'm not just doing it for my parents, I'm doing it for me. Doing this DJ thing for me, I'm doing everything for me now. Before I was doing it to please other people,
Right.
you know. And I love my DJ thing because it's like a rush. I don't do any hard drugs, none of that, you know.
How does it feel to have an entire room of people going, knowing you're leading the whole
That's
thing?
it. That's what I was saying. It's not. I don't do any hard drugs. It feels like a drug. You know. It feels. It feels like.
It's like a dopamine rush.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh my god.
I
like,
get the
let's
biggest
go.
rush. Like,
Yeah.
I'll be in the club. You know. You gotta warm up the crowd as the night goes on, and then once you play that one song, boom, and the crowd goes crazy, I'm on top of the world. You know. I have the biggest smile on my face. I'm on the
Do
mic.
you have people that go up and request a bunch of shit ton of stuff?
They try to. Sometimes people
Or
request.
do you just say like, no, I'm doing my thing. Get out of here.
Well, see, I wish I could do that sometimes because sometimes the songs that people give me, I'm like, I've never even heard of this song, you know, and they want me to pull it up. I'm like, I'm kind of doing my job here, you know. It's a quick, fast-paced thing. I can't really do this right now.
Yeah.
But like, I try to be as nice as possible. I'll tell them, yeah, I'll look for it, you know, because that's part of the job too. You got to be a people person. You got to be able to please everyone.
Yep.
When they come to you, you got to be, you know, respectful, generous. Unless you're like trying to be like in your face, like trying to be disrespectful, then you know, security, you know,
Yep.
you could take care of that real quick, but.
What's the craziest thing you've seen at one of your events that you've hosted?
Okay. You want okay?
That doesn't need to be too graphic. But
Yeah. I seen a girl and a guy, you know, get a little on the dance floor, you know.
Oh.
Yeah. I've had people the Snapchat things where they type in, they're like that. They have some crazy stuff they say on there. I'm like,
Oh my god.
no thanks, no. I'm cuffed up. I can't, you know.
Yep.
I've seen guys get jumped right in front of me.
Oh my god.
I'm like, go over there, system.
Yep.
Be careful, don't hit any of my stuff down.
Yep.
I've seen one of my DJs that's one of my friends. He had a mixer like this, and so just like the mixer is like a shelf, and someone had a drink on top of the shelf, and someone bumped into the shelf, and the drink spilled all over his mixer.
Oh.
That's why for me now, once I saw that, I was like, no drinks up here. I'll literally smack your drink down. Like, don't put your drinks up here. I always say, you're not messing up my system. Sorry.
Screw that.
That's my money maker.
DJ Khem, it's been amazing having you on. I wish you nothing but the best on your trip to Florida, your new career, your new path to Florida.
Thank you.
I say hello to everyone at Southern. I hope you You let the people know that you run Southern. Nah, but
I'm here to stay.
Nah, the whole. I know there's like the Central. What's better, Central, Southern, Western? I don't give a damn.
We all know who the best party school is.
All right. Well, I mean, probably. I think Central has like one Greek thing or whatever.
Yeah, I got a couple offers to go DJ at Central, but every time it's their damn wrong time. Where I go there and the party gets shut down like an hour in. The cops are crazy. Like,
we don't really have that much. I mean, I don't even dorm there. Your case is different.
Mm-hmm.
But with that said, man, I appreciate everyone for tuning into this episode, man.
Thank you for having me.
We had the one and only DJ Khem on the set, man. He's a legend in the making, one of the best DJs you'll see. From Connecticut on the East Coast. My heart is with you all. If you guys, like I said, if you're on YouTube, want to like, subscribe, make sure you run this video up. Make sure you run all the videos up. We have plenty of episodes, plenty of content for you guys to check out. With that said, ciao for now.